Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day. How did the hipster burn his tongue? He drank his coffee before it was cool. All right, and I would like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to VCOM Hoki, Adrian, CL Prez, Matan Better, and Yaley. Thank you so much for your support. And I have an announcement to make. I have decided to make a change to the wheel, which is kind of a hybrid of what some people have suggested before. So the idea is if you pay for a month of membership, I want to make sure your wheel picks actually get picked at some point. Which the more members I have, that it is becomes more likely that you never get picked. And so here is the deal. For every month that you sign up as a member, your word is added to the wheel. So if you refresh for another month, your word gets added again. And every time a word is picked, it will be removed from the wheel. So that means that at most once per month, your word would get picked. But again, if you're at the enthusiast tier, which is tier 2, you will get 2 words a month. And if you're at the super supporter tier, you will get 5 per month. And so every single month that you refresh, those will get added to the wheel again. Now, you still only get the choice of the 1, 2, or 5 words. I'm not going to track every single month like a new word getting added, but I'll duplicate your word until it gets picked. And then that one duplicate will get removed. So we'll see how that works out. I think we may run into an issue where the wheel just gets bigger and bigger and bigger because we pick about 30 words a month. And even just among the super supporters, we're probably going to be adding more than 30 a month. So maybe I'm thinking this through right now. Let me know if you have feedback, if you remember. But maybe what I'll do is I'll re-add your word if it's not already on there, rather than duplicating it. I think that'll preserve the fairness and prevent the wheel from exploding in size. So happy to have feedback on that, but that's what I'll go with for now. Is we're going to be removing the words as they're picked, and then they'll get re-added when you re-up. All right, cool. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got posterity, bellhop, lifeboat, offspring, spellbound, foxtrot, rattlesnake, mambo. Foxtrot and mambo are both dances. Chimera, rope, bolero is a dance as well. Drumroll, brood, quickstep is a dance, family, and suspicion. So I do think that we have dances here. Foxtrot, mambo, bolero, and quickstep are all. Are they all standard ballroom? I think they're all standard ballroom, but they're all just dances. Okay. I know that foxtrot and quickstep are standard ballroom. I don't think mambo and bolero are, but I'm not entirely sure. All right. What else do we have here? We got some interesting ones. Smellbound, family. Just like whenever there's a really normal word among not so normal words, it's interesting. Rope and family. Drum roll. A brood and offspring and family seem like similar words. Just your yeah, your relatives, right? What would be the 4th? Posterity? I don't think so. If I was desperate, I'd put posterity in there. But maybe this is a red herring of some kind. Chimera is a combination of 2 animals, isn't it? What's that have to do with anything? We've got a lot of compound words. Spellbound, rattlesnake, bellhop, drumroll, offspring. I mean, these could be like it's just 2 words stuck together, so it could be purple, like pulling that apart using like roll or using drum. Well, okay, so a rattle, a bell, and a drum could all be percussion. Do we have another starting with percussion? A chime. Okay, I think this is starts with percussion instrument. Starting with percussion instruments. All right. Okay, so we still have brood, offspring, and family. Spellbound, rope, lifeboat. What the heck? I mean, ropes are used to lower lifeboats, but suspicion. These sound like movie titles or something. I mean, oh, the Offspring is a band. Hmm. It's the Offspring, isn't it? Not just Offspring. Pretty sure. Offspring. I don't think we're using the partial words because we already have a purple family. I have +2 to green. I should be able to find it. I'm just. I mean, at this point, I'm a little desperate. I'm gonna try posterity in with these three. Okay, it is that descendants. Oh, it's specifically your descendants. Is your posterity your descendants? I've only heard it like used in like let's do this for posterity, like just for history, not necessarily descendants specifically. So what is spellbound? Rope, lifeboat, and suspicion. I have no idea what blue is doing. Let's just find out. Oh, they're all Hitchcock movies. I told you they sounded like movie titles. I just didn't know which ones were movie titles. All right. I'm not all that familiar with Hitchcock movies. All right, cool. Trivia category goes in blue, of course. At least the other ones weren't. I mean, I guess dances is also trivia. So we had 2 trivia categories today. Alrighty. Well, difficulty, I don't know, maybe 2 out of 5. Maybe we have like an 80% solve rate. It doesn't seem that hard. Maybe because I knew the dances though. Who knows? Um, it's like a drum thunder or something. They give it 2.7. That seems a bit high. 64%. Oh, never mind. Okay. So I guess the trivia was on the dances helped. Let's see. No, people are getting the dances 60%. This is people who won though. Dances 60%, descendants 25%. Start with that. Purple 11%, blue 4%. Second is I mean just switching to green here. So we're getting yellow then green. Sometimes purple. Yeah, people aren't getting the Hitchcock movies as much. Ever. So people who lost were just between the Hitchcock movies and starting. Okay, so you had to see starting with percussion instruments. Yeah, that's. I forget that that's harder to see because I'm always looking for that stuff these days, for just from experience. All right, so losing games, we've got 20% of people who couldn't pick apart blue and purple, and then 5% got nothing. 5% only yellow. 4% only green. All right. Um, yeah, compound words, putting spellbound in there. Hmm. Thinking bellhop is a ballroom dance. There's Lindy Hop, but I don't think bellhop is a dance. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, Chimera as descendants. Yeah, so like kind of figuring out the categories, but not sure what the fourth one is. And we've got bellhop, offspring, spellbound, and drum roll. Interesting, just more compound words. Alrighty. Thinking chimera might be a dance. Yeah, so just not knowing all the dances, stuff like that. All right. So first, people are locking in yellow, then green, then yellow with bellhop as a dance, then purple. I don't know what this one is. Maybe just compound words, and then chimera as a dance, and then finally blue. All right, cool. Well, how did you do? Hello, let's do the easy and medium pips for Tuesday, December 16th. Let's play. All right, we have one blank. It has to go down this way, and then this is a 1. It has to give something to its left. We don't have a double, so it's got to be the 2 2s going down. So the 2 5 goes into a greater than 3, and then the 2 3 goes down this way. This has to be our 6 3. Why do I need a 5 with that? What was not forced in what I just did? Maybe it's the 3s that go down then. Yeah. The 3s go down. But I need the 6 3 in here. We still have enough threes. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. It wasn't the twos that go down, it was the threes. All right, cool. Let's do the medium. All right, how many threes do we have? We should have at least two. So this uses up both threes. We have three blank and three five. So let's say the three blank goes in the less than five. That means that we have a domino here, then we have to have a double domino here, the 4 or the 5, and then the 3 5 goes up. But we don't have a 5 less than 2 to put there. So that's wrong. That means that 3 blank could go into here with the blank 1 there. And then I guess it doesn't matter. Double 4 and double 5 can swap. But then the 3 5 has to go down. Okay, yeah, right. So we have to go the other way. We have to go, 3 down with the blank, maybe. With the blank 1 in here. And then this can be, say, double 4. And then we've got less than 2. So we got a 1 1. Wait, this 3 5 would go this way. Okay, this is wrong as well. So the 3 5 goes down. This would then be 5 5. This 3 blank goes this way to the right. And then this is the blank 1. Okay, this is working. And now the 1 1 goes here. No. Because then I'd repeat the 1 in this cage. Okay, what am I messing up here? This felt like the way to go. What am I mean, we've got 1 6, but then the 1 1's forced in there. That doesn't work. How do I salvage this? 3 blank. 1. 3 5 5 5. Nothing can really get swapped, can it? Okay, well, against my better judgment, I'm taking everything out again. So, if we wanted the dominoes to do this, sorry, we can't do that, right? So the 3 goes down. I proved this didn't work, but we're going to prove it again. 3 blank there. And so now if we look, we have a domino here, domino here, domino here, and so then the 3 goes up, 3 5 goes up. And the issue is the only other 5 I have doesn't have a less than 2. So that doesn't work. So that means that we have to go this way. Now, what if we went that way with the 5? We go this way with the 5, then this goes up with the 3. Nope, it goes down with the 3, sorry. And now the 5, the only other 5 I have is here, and that still doesn't work into the less than 2. So that means that this is 100% forced, is we have to have the 3 blank there and the 3 5 down. Now we only have 1 5 to go with it. It's an equal, so we have to do 5 5. Now, of these that can go here, we're not doing the 4 4 or the 1 1. So it's going to be the blank 1 or the 1 6. So I think we have to do this and the 4 4. I think that's our only choice. That's what I was missing, is I can put the 1 1 there instead of the 4 4 there. That's exactly what it's missing. So all I had to do was move the 4 4 from here into there and then put the 1 1 in there. Okay, yeah, that took way too long to sort out. But at least I've got a logical solve out of it. This is definitely the only solution. All right, well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the hard pips for Tuesday, December 16th. Let's play. Ooh, okay, a lot going on here. So we need at least 2 twos. How many twos do we have? 1, 2, 3. There's 3 twos. What are they attached to? A 0, a 1, and a 4. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7 of the same digit. That looks like, just at a glance, that looks like the 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's the blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all blanks. So I need a less than 3 with a... Okay, so... We have blank attached to every single digit. We must, because there's 7 of them. Oh, not necessarily. We have the blank blank. Okay, sorry. What do we actually have? We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. We're missing 4. Okay. So how do we want to handle this? Is the blank blank forced anywhere? Not that I can tell. So the 2, 1 goes up into here, or the 2, 4? I think it has to be the 2, 4. I don't know if we have enough 1s. Okay, so we're going to put the 2, 4 up into there. Where's my 2, 4? There it is. All right, I've got 4, 4 that can go somewhere. So I'm going to have a domino here, but then from here it's quite open. This 2 can't use a blank because all our blanks are in this equal. So it is going to be 1, 1. So that's going to use up the 1, 6 and the 1, 2. So I get the feeling we're going to do 1, 2 like this and throughout the 6. But it could be the other way around with the 6 going down, the 1, 6 going down. And so now I would need a 4 with a greater than 3. So it could be the 4, 4. But let's say it's the 4, 6. Now we can use the 4, 4 here if we want to. I think it makes the most sense because we don't have a blank 4 to come into it. That's the one we're missing. So this is blank less than 4, blank less than 2. So blank, blank, or blank 1. Let's be conservative here and put the 1 there. And then this would be blank 2. And then blank, blank. So I guess it doesn't really matter what order we do these in, does it? This can be blank 3. Let's just do that in order then. It does matter what order we do them. Sorry. Blank 5. Let's see. We have a blanks. Blank blank is forced here then. I think. Maybe. I think there's a few ways to do this, but this is what I'm going to do. And then we have a greater than 4 into here, and then the 4, 3 goes up. Okay. Yeah, that worked out. I feel like that was a fairly logical solve. That worked out pretty well. This had just all of these ended up being 1 less than what they reported, which made sense. And then the lack of blank 4 meant the 4, 4 had to go here. Okay, that was neat. I think there may be a few things we might have been able to swap here, but I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate. This might be the only solution. Let me know how you did. Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Tuesday, December 16th. Let's play. It has a trunk, tree, elephant, car. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. They have branches. Trees have branches. Nowhere to be found. Gone. It has a trunk and branches. Okay, a tree. So this is wrong. Let's look at the downs. What's something that's carried while portaging, perhaps? Cairn? Is that right? Blank beaker. Basketball move that causes the defender to fall over. 2 and a fork, abbreviated. A tine? No, what? 2 and a fork. Roads. There's 2 roads and a fork. Sound that imitates a lion or dinosaur. A roar. Symbol in the night sky over Gotham. A bat. So it's not gone either. Hold on. This is a bat. This is roar. I'm confused. They have branches. I don't know what's happening here. Symbol in the night sky over Gotham. I don't know what this breaker move is. They have branches. Is it not bat? The bat symbol. I spelled roar wrong. Nowhere to be found. I don't. What's happening here? Something that's maybe this is a Cairn. Is that even how you spell Cairn? No, Cairn. Wait, what is this? Is tree wrong? Maybe TR is correct. I would think. Why is this double A? Nowhere to be found. Let's go through them all again. It has a trunk. I'm thinking car is right, but could be convinced otherwise. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. They have branches. Banks have branches. Lion or dinosaurs? Lion roar. What is portaging? Maybe an ankle breaker. Ankle breaker would make sense. Nowhere to be found. A wall. All right, what's going on here? A canoe. Okay, canoe is carried. And RAR, RAWR. Oh, okay. RAR. All right, that took that took too long. How'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is let me count the ways. Let me count the ways. The ways in which I love you. Isn't that how that goes? Dart. Let me count the ways. Huh, what's this B doing? Is it an IGH word? Hi. Let me count the ways. TR trust. Art ending. Mart. I'm going to start with a hint. Funny. Are these things you might like about someone? Things you love about someone? Like attributes? Ring. Funny. Beautiful. What? Beautiful. Okay, I must have missed a letter there. Charming. Matchers. Smart. All right. High something. High praise. Okay. Deter. Oh, this is one word left. KN. What's happening here? D. What? What is this word? Oh, kind-hearted. Oh, okay. I had to find the word kind and then hearted popped out. All right. That wasn't too bad. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is Stack Down. What we need to do is make 5-letter words, and we can only use tiles that are on top. So there's only one solution. Maybe final. Oops, I need to spell final right. And then bud, bun. Huh. Maybe un. No, I don't have another vowel. I feel like I need to unmask this O by using a W. Maybe wound? Okay. Now, where can I get another vowel? Under the L? So like slick. Not quite. I like SLI, but there's not much I can do from there, actually. Sleern. Maybe just Li. Libra. CLI maybe. Clib. Cliss. What is it? L I B. No. LIC. I don't see how. LIS. I don't see how. So it's not LI. So then maybe BLI. I haven't tried BLI yet. Bliss. Blur. Live. Bled. I don't think it's BLI then. SLI. Let's learn. Liru. I guess it's not something LI then. What is it? BR? Problem is I can't unmask a vowel this way. I don't have anything to do after B other than R, but then now there's nothing. Okay, after S, maybe SC? Scrub. Oh, that was hard to find. Okay. LIN somehow? I don't think we're doing D first. V first. R. RI. Rival. Okay. And then dirt. Huh. D. I'm using this B or F after the D, so I need to do like D, I. The reason I know I'm using B or F is because I can't make a word out of DINRT. And even if I did, I wouldn't be able to make a word out of BFGIR. So, definitely using B or F. I wonder if the last word is grift, GRIFT, in which case I need to use these letters. Brind? No. Drift. Oh, it's drift, actually. So what is this, then? Bring. Okay. I was wrong about it being grift. All right, cool. Oh, frabjous day. Okay. Well, how'd you do? And let's spin the bonus game wheel and see what tomorrow's game is. All right. It is Good and Delicious's suggestion of word salad. So, as always, there is a link in the description. And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. There is a link at the end of the video if you would like to play Wordle. I also have a pinned comment with all of the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.